I didn't have the right jacket on, and it was really quite cold. It was minus, I think it was -1 or something yesterday evening. And until the fan heater managed to heat up the car, it was really quite chilly.
These people, all of these senior figures within
government, really quite chilly,
have this impression of you, and ultimately their impression of you is that you're a liar. And Matt Hancock simply said, "No, I am."
But actually, I think it's such a small car. I think just body heat's enough to.
He was this figure, this driving force.
Alexa, stop.
Behind the scenes in government. Now he said it became.
Yeah, I think just body heat's enough to keep the once you've got going, body heat's enough to keep this cab warm. I haven't got any heat running at all at the moment. Mind you, it's only 5 degrees. It's not -1 or anything at the moment, but it's quite comfortable now in here with a jacket on without any heating. So that's how it's working. And it doesn't get much below -1, -2 around here. We're on the River Thames next to the sort of east coast, and it's generally speaking, it's a very dry, very mild part of the country. We don't get these massive, there's a bit of heat on the windscreen, we don't get these massive swings in temperature. It's never very, very hot, and it's never very, very cold here, and it's never very, very wet. Well, it is sometimes very wet, but overall it's drier, it's milder than the rest of the country here. I think this car would definitely struggle up north. I know there's a guy called Doug with his shed who's got one of these in Scotland, and I imagine it gets down to the the -7s, -8s up there, and I doubt this car will be of any use at all much below sort of -3 or 4. Certainly I noticed like I said, a 31% loss in range driving it at around -1, 0 for a week.
After 300 yards, cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
And today we've been driving around 3 or 5 degrees. We'll see what that brings us in terms of range. So I say, as I said before, in the summer, this easily brought me 45, 44 miles of range every time I took it out. No worries at all. Scaled most of the hills I put in front of it, except for the very steepest when it would lose a mile or 2 an hour of speed, but certainly with 0, it's knocking off a couple of miles, or 4 or 5 miles now, a speed going up hills, and it's losing 31% of range, so sort of 15, 16 miles of range lost. I think it was 29, 20, I can't remember now, I'll have to look it up. When I do my next run, I'll talk about that massive loss of range, but it was I covered under 30 miles. Yeah, it was 27. I did 27 miles and had indicated 6 miles of range left. When I worked it out, that indicated 6 miles was more like 4 miles. So I would have got 31 miles of range out of a full charge at 0. As I say, I've got 27 miles of range with 6 miles remaining. I'm working out the loss of range. Compared to the mileage I started with, it predicted it was 31% loss, and that's equivalent of 31 miles on a full charge. So a full 45-46 mile charge was giving me 31 miles of range. So this is 20 miles I'm covering. I'm expecting that to use in the region of 26 miles to cover 20, maybe. Currently I've used 15 miles to cover to cover 13. I covered 13 miles using 15 miles of range. We've got plenty of juice to get home. And as you can see, the traffic is not really moving that fast. Oh, another thing, I haven't used the heater that much on this. I'm only using it not to keep warm, I'm using it to keep the windscreen clear. I think I'll turn the heat off and let's have a bit of fresh air instead. So yeah, I'm not using in the last of that -1 to 0 degrees week. I was using the demister to warm up the cabin because it was very cold. Right now, at 5 degrees, I'm quite comfortable with, even with the window open, driving along in here. Yeah, look at that, 5 degrees where we are now. I don't know why it's turned off sat-nav, decided to. Doesn't matter, I don't need the sat-nav. I know where I am. Alexa, what's the time?
The time is 3:21 p.m.
Alright. Okay. So this 25-minute journey is definitely turned into a 30-minute journey at least because of the slow traffic. Road's relatively clear now. I don't know what's happened there. Odd. Alright, 28. Let's see if I can gain anything going down this hill. Alexa, what's the time?
It's 3:24 p.m.
Just checking that because there's a bus lane coming up. I think it's from 1600 onwards, so better use it, I think. Yeah, it's 4:30, bus lane kicks in.
After 800 yards, cross the roundabout and take the third exit, before at in 6-4 London Road.
So this is traffic's backing up from the what's it called? I can't remember what the name of the roundabout is now. Anyway, there's the big multi-loop roundabouts up ahead, and this is traffic is backing down from there, I'm guessing.